Hamish versus Andy. Oh, SFX. Yeah, crazy. Yes, in tonight's Hamish versus Andy, we deal with queuing. Now, obviously, with 4 billion people here in Asia, you're going to queue a little bit of the time.
Yeah, when it comes to queuing, though, it's the height of human bad manners to push in to a queue.
Like this.
For instance, if Hamish just did that, you'd refer to him as...
A tool.
The tool, OK, yeah.
Sorry. OK, well, in push-in racing tonight, it's OK to be a tool because the whole goal is to push in, and if you make it to the front, you win and are a hero or a non-tool.
For this new sport, we chose the world's toughest place to push in, Japan. They love queuing and they're very, very serious about manners.
Konnichiwa, race fans. We are in Tokyo, I assume from the look of this sign, and we're here for push-in racing. With a rules refresher, here's Ryan Shelton.
Push-in racing sees 2 competitors each attempting to push into queues and successfully reach the front of the line. After 2 rounds, the competitor who's pushed in front of the most people without being caught wins the race. Back to you.
Our 2 competitors, Blake and Lee, are ready to go, so let's get a conditions report from Ryan, who is inexplicably far away.
Yes, Ian, I am a little bit far away, but I was told to stand here and then the crew just moved, so I'm not sure.
They're on your right, Ryan.
What's that?
To your right!
Oh, sorry. That makes much more sense. Yes, Ian, the conditions are fantastic for push-in racing today. A little bit windy, but they might be able to use that to their advantage. It'll be a tough race, but we'll see who wins this one. Back to you.
Thank you, Ryan. These 2 are worthy queue-jumping adversaries, and with round 1 about to begin, let's go to Blake, who's spotted his push-in prey. And God, doesn't he move well? Fantastic calves. As he casually wanders over so as not to arouse suspicion. Puts his hand on his hip for added effect.
Oh, is this a menu, is it?
Oh, and bravo! Executes a flawless phantom menu check.
Yum.
But can he push in? Yes! And just like that, he's pushed in the line with a potential 6 points up for grabs. As he says, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. In the hooded jumper. She's certainly the one Blake needs to watch. He's lost some weight, hasn't he? As he reaches the front of the queue already.
Bubble tea, thanks.
Oh, brilliant ordering. But of course, he still has to avoid being caught by the brunette behind him and receive his bubble tea before he gets the points. Blake is still waiting on that bubble tea.
Yes, thank you. I pushed in.
And there it is.
I pushed in.
It may just be the 6 points, but they are the first points of the day.
Thank you.
We now head over to join an in-form and pumped-up Andy Lee, who's found an enormous queue outside a very popular popcorn shop. Sizing up his options.
Old phone trick.
Oh, the phone trick.
Phoning it in. Phoning in the win. Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
There's no Dan. Classic no Dan maneuver.
He's a Japanese-like stuff. Yeah.
He's pushed in, making it look very easy, and he's up for a massive 39 points. So smooth and so caught. Well, not quite as easy-peasy Japanesey as he thought.
Damn it.
And this should confirm it. Yeah, a clear noise there, and Lee knows it.
Sloppy stuff.
Ryan's on the spot now to get a comment.
Wow, you were right on the money, sir. You got him out quick, smart. How did you do it?
びっくりしました。
Not quite sure what he said, but back to you.
Well, Ryan, that'll prove problematic moving forward. But with Blake on 6 points and Lee still on 0, it's time for the danger round.
In the danger round, queuing gets dangerous, as competitors must only select lines with queue monitors.
Unique to Japan, these queue monitors are employed solely to retain order in these enormous lines. Hamish now, who'll be facing 2 queue monitors at a popular breakfast establishment.
Oh no, I've dropped my yen everywhere.
Blake pulls off an inspired yen drop. Here's hoping it pays off. And he's pushed straight into that line at a potential 14 points here for Blake, if he can not only avoid the 2 queue monitors, but also some very disgruntled customers. Like her. Meanwhile, Andrew Lee has found a monster queue outside a Harajuku creperie. And there's the queue monitor he'll be contending with. And, I think I've got those shorts. Yep, they're my black jogging shorts. And without hesitation, he makes his move.
Sorry, just wanted to check whether I've left my keys in this display window.
And he's in. Oh, a massive risk as he pushes in front of 32 people. But Lee must avoid the watchful eye of this Q monitor, and with no points on the board, he'll need to dig deep. But back with Blake now, who's making another move. One step. And a half. As we take a look at Hotspot here, we can see how evenly he manages to distribute that weight. We now go to Ryan, who assures us he's rectified his language barrier problem. Ryan?
Yes, it's an exciting day down here. Sir, are you a push-in racer yourself?
いや今日は本当素晴らしいでしたね。いや普段割り込みとかするんですか？
いやいや割り込みはしたことないんですけど。
Okay, thank you. Back to you.
Well, Ryan, that clearly hasn't helped at all, but Lee is also making huge advances. And it doesn't seem that Q monitor has any idea. Even so, he must be feeling the pressure. Back to Blake now, who's showing some nerves. And what's that behind him? Is that a snitch to the Q monitor? Let's have a quick look. Yes, spells trouble for Blake. And she looks very pleased with herself as the Q monitors confer. This could be curtains for Blake.
Sorry.
Konnichiwa.
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 Do you have a reservation?
Can I make a reservation now?
Could you make your
Oh, you want me at the
bottom of the line?
You're
Yeah.
calling it.
Yeah, so sorry.
Oh,
Well played. I think you snitched a
Yeah.
bit.
no. I think Blake's right. Yeah, he's been snitched on.
So close.
Well, ding dong, the wicked snitcher said, get out. Blake finishes up with just the 6 points. If Lee can hold his ground, he'll not only win himself a crepe or two, but also a big dollop of glory. But this Q monitor won't let up. She moves towards Lee, and is he done? No, safe for now. Wow, very close.
The line monitor's like a T-Rex. If you stay still enough, she won't be able to see you.
Calling upon his limited knowledge of Jurassic Park, Lee moves a few steps closer to victory. As he takes one last deep breath, he disappears into the nether regions of this subterranean creperie. Well, if you're wondering what's going on down there, Andy's just tweeted, just queuing for crepes, #YOLO. Wonder what a YOLO is. Anyway, I hope he's okay. Has he been caught? I'm getting worried. No! There's Lee! There are the crepes! And there's your winner!
Wow, a really big win. Fantastic, Andy. You've got 2 crepes out of it. How are you feeling right now?
Look, I had crepe expectations and I've done a crepe job. Get the crepe away.
Seriously.
Well, just be
This
capable
is
of
just the
sharing.
winner's interview. Back to you.
Thank you, Ryan. And as I always say, I'm Ian Danter, and you've got something on your face.
If you like that, click here.
Did you like that one, Ham?
I did.
Yeah, same. You'll like this next one better.